So the other day I was really craving some pizza, but I didn't want to make it, didn't want to order it and wait for the delivery, and definitely too lazy to go pick it up. So I made a quick one at home in the air fryer with some pita bread, some pepperoni that I had in the freezer, and some passata. Of course there was cheese, but that got me thinking because of how well it turned out. Does it compare well with the most popular thin crust pepperoni pizza, at least in Canada and the US? So what I found is this Ristorante brand over here is available in both Canada and the US. So we're gonna kind of test it out to see if this pizza turns out as good as that picture, and does it compare with the pita pizza that I've been smashing all of last week. Now, of course, there's some prep needed for the pita pizza. I'll show you my quick no-cook sauce, but you can check out some more info about it, linked down below. Now, the best part about this pita pizza is how quickly it comes together. Although I was using the air fryer just to keep it fair for that frozen pizza that I cannot fit physically in the air fryer basket. I'm going to make it in the oven. But still, the flavor itself, I just thought it was a throwaway thing because I was just craving those flavors, but it just really surprised me. Now the big thing is that the homemade pita pizza won't have an encyclopedia of ingredients behind it. So in this raw sauce here, I just put some passata, some garlic powder, some chili flakes, olive oil, salt, and that's it. You can also put some fresh garlic if you really want, but if you're in a rush, this will do just fine. I guess another big thing is while this frozen pizza is about $7, this pita, a whole pack of it with maybe like 8 or 10 pitas, is like $3, right? It's kind of crazy if the pita can be quickly put together, turned into pepperoni pizza. I know it's not pizza dough, but can you call frozen pizza dough either? I don't think so. Now the prep for this, it's super simple. Take it out of the packaging. So this is gonna go in the oven at 425 Fahrenheit, right in the middle rack. Now of course the difference is most likely the frozen one is made with white flour while this is enriched wheat flour. But surprisingly, the white pitas do taste kind of like your fast food style thin crust pizzas. Just finishing it off with a couple of slices of pepperoni, and there it goes inside the oven to bake next to the frozen pizza. As the pizzas are baking, I kind of realized why I think the frozen pizza also kind of tastes like that pita one that I made, is because that also, the Ristorante pizza, is made with enriched wheat flour, just like the pita. So the flavor in the crust is going to be very similar. So it's been about 14 minutes and this is the frozen pizza. I do want to get some more color on the pita one. And here's the pita pizza. And while this did take about 5 to 6 minutes just baking in the oven, and taking into account the time to preheat, in the air fryer, this cooks in under 5 minutes in just broil mode. I guess the first thing that I noticed in the frozen pizza is that the cheese, the amount of cheese that's on here is kind of very, very thin. Maybe because it's meant to be a lighter version of a pizza that's, I guess, a bit healthier. But I'll put the macros for both of these on the screen and you be the judge for yourself. And I guess coming to the pita one, you can kind of already tell that the cheesiness factor is kind of on point. Like, just take a look at this one. Now remember, this is all about convenience. What's the most convenient, quickest, cheapest, healthiest way to get some pizza when that craving hits, when you want to just kick back from work, have a pizza, and just chill? Wouldn't you want a tastier pizza that's better on your pocket? Yeah, like a modest amount of texture. The sauce for me is a bit overpowered with oregano. I usually like my sauce a bit more simple, and it's just okay. It's okay. Like nothing groundbreaking about a frozen pizza, right? When we come to the pita one, and of course it's a pita, don't forget, as I flip to show you the other side. Okay, the crustiness in the middle is not as prominent as the frozen pizza, but there's more flavor in the actual bread. Let's look at the back of it though. And I guess that's what I've been liking a lot about these pita pizzas. You get a lot of flavor from the bread. It cooks almost instantly, super cheap. You get the crustiness from the edges as they crispen up in the oven, and it has the same results as it did in the air fryer. And ever since doing the video comparing my homemade air fryer fries with McDonald's and Pizza, and when I started having these pita pizzas, I had this itch to compare it with the most convenient way people usually have pizza. Yes, it's either delivery. There's no way a pita pizza compares with delivery. But if you're looking for pizza that's quick to put together and it's super cheap, just like this one is right now, then it actually may be a good alternative. It definitely beats, in my books, a frozen pizza. The flavor, the cheesiness, the freshness alone is worth it. It's just your generic frozen pizza. And while both these pizzas have been sitting for some time, the homemade one, the pita one, it just still looks much, much more inviting than any slice that I see for the frozen pizza. And I'm not sure what's next after this one. I just had this itch to test the pita pizza with these frozen ones. If there's another brand that you are more hot about, maybe a fast food brand that I can compare with, then let me know. And if you want more of this, then check out when I compare my air fryer fries with McDonald's and Pizza.